St. Patrick's Day is one of the traditions of Ireland which has been celebrated all over the world.
In the new face of Ireland.
St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
I'm trying to connect with something which is maybe strange for us.
Świętego Patryka.
Shows the tradition people cherish, and we have to identify with other traditions that people cherish, and that's why we're here.
As a new person in the country, you can't work, you can't do anything. You just get yourself involved with things like this because at the end of the day, by the time you get papers or your permit to stay and work, you'll be like a fish out of water, but when you get involved in things like this, it keeps you busy and it helps to break all sorts of phobia you have about integrating with white people. I had my fears about integrating with white people because, you share different cultures, you feel you're so different, but by the time you begin to integrate with people, you meet people from other countries, you're doing projects with them like this, you realize you share a lot of things in common. You might even turn out to be best of friends. It's a recommendation I'd give to anyone.
La célébration de la journée de Saint-Patrick.
How do we tell a future legend? Ireland is a country, someone said, small enough to see its own borders. A country small enough to know itself. When those borders opened up and the faces, customs and the languages of the small island multiplied rapidly, some wondered if this country was perhaps too small to meet the needs of so many. City Fusion as part of St. Patrick's Festival, the celebration of Ireland's National Day raised many similar questions, which 16 different cultural groups grappled with in the lead up to their participation in the St. Patrick's Festival parade. How can a country of this size absorb so many influences yet maintain its own identity? Can Ireland set an example, avoiding the mistakes of other nations? St. Patrick's Festival and Dublin City Council brought 16 community groups representing 25 countries together for workshops and meetings from November of 2006 through March 2007 to create a celebration of the city and to celebrate the story of a new Dublin. Groups worked with a team of artists and performers, creating a pageant for the St. Patrick's Festival parade to showcase, in a spirit of celebration, what can be accomplished when native Irish and new communities work together. A North Side studio became a microcosm of the city itself, where Irish, African, Asian, Eastern European and other new communities came to manifest in color, sound and dance their desire to live in a society that embraces diversity and aspires to something greater than the sum of its parts.
Celebration of cultural diversity.
Immigrants have coming here with all kinds of colors in forms of culture, all sorts of things. And you see, looking at it from the positive side, I think it's brought in a lot of color to Ireland. I'm an asylum seeker. Anything that will help me to integrate, to know more about the Irish culture, and not just the Irish people, meeting other immigrants, sharing the same goals with me, it's of interest to me. And there's something you never know about life till you meet the next person.
Su Patriko diena.
Su Švento Patriko diena.
Taip.
Bring people together and talk to them, dance, celebrate. Based in reality, we're trying to reach out to people all over Ireland. And that's it. It brings the new communities, who today they are new communities, but we know that as time goes on, they're going to change. And Irish people and older people, try to open doors and break down barriers, and people can come to meet up, empower themselves, share commonalities, and move on life in Ireland. That's it.
Getting people together from different cultures, different countries, and they're all going to be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's not going to be these are the Lithuanians, these are the Nigerians, or whatever. It's going to be, they're all going to be doing the same thing together. You know, everybody bringing different things from their own culture, put everything together. I think it's going to be good.
Wesołego Świętego Patryka.
Patrick's Parade, it kind of supplied us with more free and carefree environment, and we got to know each other on, you know, characters and what we do in life and what we're interested in, and it was less political, let's say. I see people discovering and rediscovering themselves every single day. They were completely different people. They were so carefree, like children, so excited all the time.
Hi, Jesse. Don't you ever stop that?
I won't, don't worry, I won't.
Keep on moving, girls! Keep on!
The groups created their own legend for Dublin, focusing on the chameleon as an image of a changing city. St. Patrick's Day itself brought the 200 participants out at 7:30 in the morning in giddy anticipation. Many had never performed before. Some groups were unfamiliar with the history and traditions of the festival, but it evoked memories of commemorations and carnivals which they were familiar with.
We win the pageant. That's a good thing.
Fusion has made a first step in bringing together some of the established and new communities of Dublin in a spirit of excitement and celebration. How this experience can be grown and developed in this something that remains to be seen in the future years of this project. Everyone who participated in the first year of City Fusion hopes that it can be the start of a great and valuable journey and a reminder that for many people, regardless of their origin, their place is here.
It was an honor to work with these people, to work with this new community. So far away from your parent, your family, your career, even your city. Nowhere they can replace your own country and your own, your own niece. But for me, I think in project this was some kind of replacing for me. I felt free and active.